We are confident enough to say that the basketball world is in the palm of LeBron James's hand. After a 4th ring and a 4th Finals MVP, no one would deny that, right? LeBron has now changed teams 3 times in his career, and in each case, has won that team a championship within 2 seasons. And because this legendary player says, "I like criticism, it makes you stronger," let's see the most embarrassing moments of LeBron James's career. Number 8. 2011 Mavericks final loss. Heading into the 2011 Finals series against the Dallas Mavericks, LeBron was expected to be the key architect in delivering the Heat that championship he was so hungry to get his hands on. After seeing Phil Jackson and Kobe Bryant take out another title a year previous with the Lakers, this long quest for glory was stretching out and the pressure was building. But it would end in tears for James, being heavily criticized for going missing against the Dirk Nowitzki-led Mavs to bundle out 4-2. While Dwayne Wade stood up, James was far below his best. He averaged just 17.8 points on 32.1% shooting from three-point range in the series, and scored a grand total of 8 points in Game 4. He was far more passive than he has been in seemingly every other big moment of his career, and plenty of critics jumped on him at the time as he failed to win what would have been his first championship. After the loss, LeBron addressed the haters with a comment that also rubbed a lot of other people the wrong way. "All the people that was rooting on me to fail, at the end of the day, they have to wake up tomorrow and have the same life that they had before they woke up today," James said. "They have the same personal problems they had today. I'm going to continue to live the way I want to live and continue to do the things that I want to do with me and my family and be happy with that. They can get a few days or a few months or whatever the case may be. I'm being happy about not only myself, but the Miami Heat not accomplishing their goal, but they have to get back to the real world at some point." Number 7. Horse game. You know who David Kalb is, right? A warehouse worker who played James in a game of horse during a promotional stop at Venice Beach, California. The game came not long after James had returned from the Beijing Olympics, where he had won gold. Considering that, and the fact that he is a legendary player, there's no chance that some random warehouse worker could beat him at anything, let alone horse, a game predicated on making tough shots. Well, it turns out that Kalb was a hustler. He had a ton of trick shots up his sleeve. It was amazing to see the best player on the planet bested by a regular and random person. It surely gave LeBron haters ammunition to add to their trolling. That must have been one of the most embarrassing moments in his life. Number 6. Golden State Warriors final loss. The 2005 finals loss to juggernaut Golden State Warriors was a hammer blow to James. His return culminated in the Cavs dominating the Eastern Conference, and the only thing that stood between him and the fairy tale ending was Steph Curry and the young hotshots from the Bay Area. 6 games later, and it was all over, despite James posting an incredible 35.8 points per game. "I always look at it, would I rather not make the playoffs or lose in the finals? I don't know," James said. "I've missed the playoffs twice. I lost in the finals 4 times. I'm almost starting to be like, I'd rather not even make the playoffs than to lose in the finals. It would hurt a lot easier if I just didn't make the playoffs and I didn't have a shot at it." Number 5. Flop Master. LeBron James is known for drawing fouls while obviously flopping, fooling the refs into thinking that his exaggerated flails are the result of violent elbows, trips, and shoves. Well, James plays a physical game and routinely challenges his defenders while driving full speed in the paint, but he doesn't perceive himself to be a flopper. "I don't need to flop," James said. "I play an aggressive game. I don't flop. I've never been one of those guys." He was responding to allegations that he oversold Nazar Mohammad's shove in the Miami Heat's 104-94 Game 3 victory over the Bulls. After sending Mohammad to the floor in an attempt to steal the ball, LeBron was called for a technical foul. While he was in the middle of his "Who me?" act, Mohammad got to his feet and sent LeBron to the hardwood with a push of his own. Conspiracy theories ran rampant after the game. Tom Thibodeau took shots at the officiating crew in general, but he also didn't hesitate to call LeBron a flopper. "From my angle, I just saw a guy flop," he said. This isn't the first time LeBron has been implicated in a flopping fiasco, and it won't be the last. And whether or not you believe he flopped against Mohammed, the King has done it before. Number 4. Tatum Incident. It's not often a play made by someone on the losing team in Game 7 of a playoff series lives on longer than any play made from the winning team, especially when that winning team has LeBron James. But that was the case in Game 7 of the 2018 Eastern Conference Finals between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. On May 27th, in what was the 7th game of a best-of-7 series, rookie Jason Tatum shocked the basketball world. Young Tatum took a pass outside the three-point line and drove to the lane. In an ill-fated attempt to block Tatum, LeBron moved into the paint and redefined the meaning of getting posturized. We all saw the result. The monster dunk happened with only 6:39 left in the fourth quarter. It brought the Celtics to within 2 points, with the Cavs leading 71-69 in crunch time. But you know what they say, don't wake the sleeping giant. While that play was something that LeBron haters will likely latch onto, it didn't affect the outcome of the game. Though Tatum's dunk will live forever on the internet, it perhaps motivated the best player in the world to take over the game. LeBron dropped 35 of the Cavaliers' 87 points. He also put up 15 boards and 9 assists. The King ended up 1 assist short of a triple-double, and the Cavs went on a 16-10 run and onto a 4th straight NBA Finals appearance. But anyway, nice try, Jason. Number 3. Yankees hat. In 2007, LeBron was a beloved son of Cleveland and was viewed as a beacon of the city. Sitting in the crowd during the MLB playoffs between the local Indians and the New York Yankees, James had the temerity to wear a Yankees cap. The guy's the face of Cleveland sports, and he's not even rooting for a team that's 100 feet from the building he plays in, said one fan. Fans have mostly tolerated James's decision to back the hated Yankees, who've been the Indians' foil since the 1950s. Number 2. Looking for a free pizza slice? Influencers like James have the ability to amass large groups of people at the drop of a hat, and that's the situation we're going to talk about. LeBron came out of his impromptu Twitter hiatus and teased that he wanted to visit a pizza place in Culver City in Los Angeles County. Blaze Pizza was running a special where people could get free pizza during a 3-hour window. During that time, James alluded that he would make a stop and pick up some slices. Of course, that meant multiple Blaze locations were completely overwhelmed with eager fans who wanted free pizza and to hang out with LeBron. Turns out, LeBron name-dropped Blaze Pizza and lured hundreds of people to multiple locations because he's actually one of the original investors in the chain. He once even appeared in a Blaze Pizza commercial, serving food and talking with customers, who seemed unaware they were in the presence of greatness. So while he's done a great job of branding and advertising for his restaurants, it very well could have backfired over the long term. In any case, it sure backfired at the time. Some people weren't super happy that he used them that way. Though he didn't promise anything, once people realized what he was doing and why he did it, it didn't sit well with them. Perhaps that's where the paint came into play. Number 1. I'm taking my talents to South Beach. In many ways, LeBron James's televised announcement that he was joining the Miami Heat in lieu of returning to his hometown Cleveland Cavaliers a decade ago seems to loom even larger in the history of modern sports culture than the actual 4 years he spent playing in the Sunshine State. James made this announcement with all the awkward flair and misguided hubris of a contestant on The Bachelor waiting until the stilted question posed by ESPN host Jim Gray to blankly state, "I'm taking my talents to South Beach," thus offering his rose to Miami and ending the mystery which had consumed the NBA's off-the-court narrative for months. And that phrase is still a running joke. Are you a fan of LeBron? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from us. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.